Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Tuesday, November the 18th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the Trade Ideas Trading Room. This is the address to get in, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, the theme for me today was that I didn't trade very much. I'm only really going to go over three trades, but if one of them is really good, it doesn't really matter how many you trade. And this one turned out to be extremely good. SunEdison. Now, this is all the pre-market activity. And you can see how it was rising, rising, rising in the pre-market. And they made a deal with another company. I believe the company is yeah, TERP. They've combined with this company to buy another one. And I think it's called the Wind or something like that. But the bottom line is that it's going to turn SunEdison into the largest sustainable energy company in the world. It was interesting to me to see that this one, it really had hardly any pre-market activity. I mean, little price bumps, but the volume wasn't there, and the difference between the bid and the ask basically made it prohibitive to even try to trade it in the pre-market. But anyway, let's get back to SunEdison. And so typically I don't get too wrapped up in what news is about a company, why it's doing anything. But I just figure that today's news, making, especially when people are going to read the biggest sustainable energy company in the world, that is going to grab some attention. And so I took the trade right here. Did I make a mistake here? Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to go back to the 3-minute candles. Generally, I like to show this on 5 minutes, but I did all this markup on a 3-minute. So anyway, it's the same thing. I got into the trade at 1928, and I sold the first half here at, hard to see, but it was at 2048 right here. And that's right, because it was $1.20. And then I held it. I was really hoping that it, not hoping, but that it would continue on. Well, of course I was hoping that it would continue on. Somebody always said you never try to hope in the stock market, but so that's why I don't like to use the word hoping. But I was willing to let this thing pull back a bit, and then it just kind of chopped around here. Obviously should have taken some out here, but did not. And I ended up taking out the balance at 2044. And I can see that it is still pretty strong at 2134. So this would have been nice to have kept it all day, but very, very happy with the results, obviously. And probably we'll watch this tomorrow. I see some price targets of 25 to 28, but what do those really mean? Who knows? Now, the only other one that before I talk about the other trade that I took, low was, I could kick myself on this one. Low, I actually got into this trade right here. Okay, here's the pullback or the downturn in it. And really, it was all to do with Home Depot. You see, Home Depot was doing the same thing at that time. And so Lowe and Home Depot tend to trade together, obviously in exactly the same sector or market. So I missed the Depot pop, but Lowe was still manageable. And what I loved about low is that here's 5801. And so it was just hanging over the whole number. So I actually took the trade right here at 5806. And but here I got a little worried. I mean, it started to move up smartly, but on this down candle, as this started to come down, and I was watching Home Depot at the same time, it was coming down. I thought, well, maybe this is over. So I exited the trade. Very stupid. I mean, really, at the very, very worst, I should have just exited. I could have exited at my buy at 58.0. Well, actually, it was 58.06. I could have put a stop there and said, okay, but look what it did afterwards. 58.57 right now. And so that was, it's possible I would have probably would have taken some out maybe here or here, but still a really, really nice trade that I just, I'll be honest with, I just botched it. The last one was HAL and Halliburton. You know what? Halliburton was a bouncer, but it was I was alerted a long time, probably right here, and didn't do anything about it. But on my list, I'll always check to see. Okay, I had an alert at 11:49 for Hal. Wonder what it's doing now. And on this action right here, I decided to take the trade, and I took the trade at let's see, 49.19, and took half out at 49.31 and the other half at 49.35. Willing it to keep going, but it just didn't want to do that. And this is what I'm saying, that not a huge amount of sustainability in the follow throughs. On another day, this would have just kept ripping and ripping and ripping. And I know Hal is buying BHI or BPI. I can't remember what the symbol is. I think it's BHI. I think it's Baker Hughes. Yeah. And so it's in the news right now. So I'm going to keep watching this, especially if it can hold 49. No, not for the rest of the day, but I'm going to hope maybe take a look at it tomorrow and see what's happening. Now, the only other trade I want to talk about, and a big shout out to Ruiz MO3. He alerted us to IDTI right in this area here. Okay, it had just popped up through 18, and nice little consolidation. Now these are the 3-minute candles, so you had a lot of time to take a look at this. Now I didn't. I have to admit I did not take a look at this. Well, I shouldn't say that I looked at it, but I didn't partake. But this is an example of the room is it's not just me who is putting out ideas, but this was a very good idea. And here it's not that it had tremendous follow through, but if you got in here at 1808 or even on here 1810 and put your stop in at 18 at the whole number, so you need basically for it to go up to 30. Now it just basically got up to 32. When I say that, I'm talking about to get a 2-to-1 or a 2-to-1 reward to risk, which is kind of what I try to shoot for, unless I absolutely is saying I'm trying to scalp this. But it was just a very nice alert trade in that we had a lot of time to watch it, to let it set up, consolidate, and then on the little pop here, a little bit of volume. I mean, not extraordinary, but here's the previous volume bars. Actually, I mean, this volume bar right there is, until you get back to this one, is a pretty large volume bar compared to the ones that came before it. So you get the large volume bar, you get the price pop, and why I didn't take it, you know what? To be honest, I can't really remember. I probably took my eye off it, but I do have other things I do during the day. I answer emails and all that. But anyway, this is a great spot by Ruiz, and it would turn out to be a nice profitable trade. So that is it for today. Let me just bring back the cover, and here's the address to get in, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.